Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's get right into it. It's April 1st, 2026, and America feels like it's at a boiling point. We've got an escalating war overseas, a government that's totally paralyzed by gridlock, and now the consequences are starting to hit everyday life. We're going to break down how all these crises are connected.
You can really feel the pressure coming from all sides. International headlines are just dominated by conflict, while right here at home, basic services are starting to buckle. It is a deeply uncertain start to the month as all of these challenges begin to collide.
First up, the most explosive story of the day, a rapidly escalating conflict in the Middle East. This quote from the Associated Press really captures the administration's incredibly aggressive stance, and it's setting the stage for a very high-stakes confrontation.
And you know, that tension abroad is being matched by some serious instability right here at home. A government shutdown is crippling essential services, and as Reuters is reporting, it's leading to a mass exodus from the TSA.
So what's driving all this chaos? Well, it's a profound political stalemate in Washington. This quote from the AP just captures it perfectly. This feeling of frustration and legislative paralysis that's gripping the Capitol and preventing any clear solution to, well, any of these crises.
Okay, let's really dive into this. The epicenter of the news cycle is the direct military confrontation with Iran. This is a situation that has gone from just simmering to boiling over in what feels like a matter of days.
I mean, the speed of this escalation is just staggering. According to Reuters, in just a few days, we went from the president postponing strikes to active air raid sirens wailing in Jerusalem and actual attacks on Tel Aviv. And the U.S. response? To send even more troops right into a powder keg.
And this is where things get dangerously confusing. On one hand, C-SPAN captured President Trump claiming a nuclear agreement has been reached. But at the very same time, PBS NewsHour is reporting that Iran is flat out rejecting U.S. ceasefire terms. You know, this isn't just a miscommunication, it's a huge diplomatic chasm that makes de-escalation seem almost impossible.
This policy is also creating a massive disconnect with the public. An Associated Press poll shows a clear majority of Americans believe the military action has already gone too far. That reveals a pretty significant gap between the administration and the people.
So how is this crisis being managed back in Washington? Well, the political machinery there is under its own immense strain.
Right in the middle of this firestorm, a critical national security position gets filled. As C-SPAN and the AP reported, Markwayne Mullin has been sworn in as the new Secretary of Homeland Security. So he's now at the helm of the very department that's at the center of this domestic storm.
But wow, is he walking into a mess? C-SPAN and PBS report his department is already partially shut down. You've got senators from both parties sounding the alarm, the House is battling over ICE's conduct, and even the head of the TSA is warning of severe consequences. It's a total mess. And this is the crucial point, right? This political fight isn't just some abstract debate you see on TV anymore. It is now directly impacting travel and security for millions of Americans, turning our airports into the new front line of government dysfunction. And here it is, the stark reality of that impact. Reuters confirmed that over 480 TSA officers have quit their jobs. They're just walking away because of the shutdown, saying they can't work without pay. This is creating a massive security and logistical nightmare. In a moment of just sheer exasperation, which was captured by PBS NewsHour, the acting head of the TSA put it very plainly. The fundamental issue of paying federal security officers should never, ever be a political bargaining chip. His statement just underscores how severe this crisis has become.
So you can see this clear chain reaction playing out. First, political gridlock shuts down DHS funding. Then, unpaid TSA officers quit. Of course, that means lines and delays skyrocket. And the government's fix? According to Reuters, it's pulling in ICE agents to work airport checkpoints, a move that, wow, just opens up a whole new can of worms.
So as we begin this month, it's really impossible to look at any of these stories in isolation. The threads of international conflict, political paralysis, and domestic disruption are now tightly and dangerously woven together.
So here's the national snapshot. Internationally, the risk of a wider war is growing. Politically, Washington is paralyzed. And domestically, essential services that people rely on every single day are beginning to fail.
This convergence of crises leaves one critical question for the days ahead. With the nation at a boiling point, what is the path forward? Right now, it's anything but clear. Thanks for joining this explainer.